so vinh chi no phe vang hao te so vi chi no bằng ra phe vô thơm mẹn ca mau phen quen hao tê thòm mẹn tê xây bằng ra phe vô nẹn đai trong ra kê có anh có nghĩ gì nẹn đai on ta ra kê có anh có bất nẹn prarthana tho ăn lo không chết hơi không pro brit nâng bàn chóm ra nẹn đai trung thô sắp thô ít can ít can chấm ra vì ni tư mục ê tê tăng vì chiên mẹn bằng thả màu sao bằng ra phê vô tu tệ yang phèn cơ vi pru he dân nhóm tiếng la ai ban đăng chẳng đánh vì nia nên anh pro hai đôi chân đây vì nia ba rộp song.
First, I would like to pay my homage to the Triple Gem, the Buddha, the Dhamma, and the Sangha. My respect to Bante Sienghai, Bante Gasapahun Camera, Bante Soktivi, and welcome back Sister Kim Natimon that are here with us today. Again, my deep respect to Venerable Mahasangha and greeting to all friends in Dhamma around the globe. My name is Sienghai Tim, live from the state of Washington, USA, today's moderator for our Dhamma discussion. Welcome to Dhammika Life, Dhamma Sandhana program. This program is brought to you by the Dhammika Foundation, which is led by our most venerable Soktevi, who is currently resides at Wat Kamarat Potiram, Seattle, Washington, USA. And he is joining us this morning. This program is usually hosted in both languages, Khmer and English. The languages switches interchangeably every Friday at 8:30 p.m. Cambodia time and 6:30 a.m. Seattle time. However, this week we are hosting a special Dhamma talk discussion on Pchum Festival. Yesterday, it was hosted in Khmer, and today is going to be in English language. So our main purpose is to disseminate the Buddhist teachings, which is related in daily life to all people around the globe. So it is such great privilege to have our four distinguished Dhamma speakers to join with us today. Before we begin our Dhamma discussion, I would like to take this opportunity to introduce our today's speakers. So first, I would like to introduce Bhante Dhamma Sienghai. He is Executive Director of Buddhism for Educations of Cambodia, based on Battambang Province. The organization aims at supporting Buddhist educational field by teaching Buddhist morality and human rights to children, youth, and people in general. Bhante has been actively teaching literatures and Buddhist principles to monks and also lay people, as the course also lives live on social media. And the second, we'd like to introduce Bhante Gasapat Honkamra. He's Executive Director of International Cambodian Buddhist Center, Sri Lanka. Bhante is also the meditation trainer. Currently, he is staying at Vipassadura Buddhist Center in Udong of Cambodia. He's also Director, Cambodian Child Development Center for Special Needs Children, Sri Lanka. And our third is Bhante Soktevi. He is our founder of Dhammika Life Foundation. Dhammika Life Foundation is a non-for-profit organization aiming at promoting Buddhist teaching. Bhante leads and teaches Buddhism in English courses to help Dhamma friends to better understand not only the English terminology but also the Buddhist teaching and chanting. Bhante's latest publication is Dhamma Terminology, Khmer Bali, Romanized Bali, English, Khmer English. Currently, Bhante is residing at Wat Kamarat Potiram, Seattle, Washington, USA. And last but not least is Sister Kim Natuan, and welcome. She is an educator at Panya Sastra University of Cambodia, the founder of Women in Buddhism and Association Dhamma Education. And so welcome to all four of you into our program. And so it's so good to see everyone. And we have all of these speakers are all my idols, I tell you. I'm so happy. And I wanted to today it's been a very special day, and I wanted to start off with, I wanted to ask Bhante Soktevi, what is Chimpan Festival? If you don't mind, give us a little insight of that.
Yeah, first of all, I would like to pay my homage to the Buddha, the Dhamma, and the Sangha. And I would like to pay respect to both venerable speakers who are presenting here, Most Venerable Dhammasena Sienghai from Battambang, and Most Venerable Gasapat Honkamra from Vipassana Tourette Center of the Kingdom of Cambodia, and greetings Sister Natimon from Phnom Penh, and all brothers and sisters Dhamma friends around the globe who are watching our Dhammika Live Dhamma talk right now, as we are discussing about the Bon Kan Ban and Chumban. As everybody is already aware that Bon Kan Ban and Chumban is very traditional. It is a Cambodian traditional festival which usually celebrated every year, and we can observe that usually it falls in September, between September and October. So it is such a happy occasion for Cambodian people actually during this festival. But for the time being, I'm not sure. So for people in Cambodia, how all of you celebrated the Bon Kan Ban of Chumban, so I will let all venerables in Cambodia to share about the situation of Bon Kan Ban and Chumban being celebrated in Cambodia. As for us in the United States of America, specifically in my temple, we are still conducting this festival, and a lot of people are coming every day, especially on the weekend. As today is a Saturday morning in Washington State, 6:38 a.m. in the morning. So around 8 o'clock or something, people will start to come eventually, and people also, not just Cambodian people actually who come and join this celebration, but regardless of religious background and nationality, people just keep coming to enjoy this celebration. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Bante, Sienghai, would you like to add a little bit about Pchum Ban Festival?
Okay, thank you very much, Sister Sakon. First of all, I'd like to say good morning. Good morning to Wearable Tiawi, and good evening to all of Cambodian people, and especially Wearable Camera. And hello, Sister Mali, Kim, Natimon, and especially Sakon. So today actually is a very great day, and we are discussing on very special topic that is about what we are celebrating right now, Kan Ban and Pchum Ban. But unfortunately for Cambodian people, I mean in Cambodia particularly, not in abroad like you just heard about here we mentioned, it seemed like nothing happened. It performed as usual, but in Cambodia we are now facing the outbreak of a pandemic, so our government not allowed to celebrate it as usual. Usually for 15 days of Kan Ban and Pchum Ban, people enjoy this festival by take turn to Kan Ban and Pchum Ban. On the last day, people will go to the temple to celebrate it happily. But this year, according to the pandemic, we actually celebrated as well. But there is a restriction on the number of people going to the temple. I want to clarify what is Kan Ban, Pchum Ban, just add up to what we just mentioned at the moment. Actually, Kan Ban and Pchum Ban, it is our traditional festival. People should understand that it is our tradition. But actually, our tradition is connected with Buddhism. So whatever we do in this occasion, we do both. That is to maintain our tradition as well as to perform the meritorious deed, to do good deed, and to practice what the Buddha mentioned. For example, when we go to a temple, we have to bring the food. So this is kind of a charity. We say dana, and to offer the monk, to support Buddhist monk, to maintain our tradition and culture, and also to perform the wholesome action. So thank you.
Thank you with that in mind. And Gasapat Camera, would you like to put a little bit, if you were to, let's say, it's what is Pchum Ban Festival? Let's say, if I were to ask you to say 3 words about Pchum Ban Festival, what is it? What would be your 3 words to describe Pchum Ban? Pchum Ban Festival, excuse me.
Thank you, sister, for question, and greeting everyone, and so thank you. for me, I would call it Khmer Identity Festival.
Okay. Wow.
So, yeah, Pchum is special. I mean, when we dissect from different, cultural identities from, around the globe, and you can find different festivals are being conducted every year. And Khmer, Bon Pchum, as I mentioned earlier, is I would call it a cultural embodiment or cultural manifestation of Khmer people who have been practicing this ritual for ages. And it kinds of identity, to show off the world that this is the way of life of Khmer people, they practice. And to be honest, from the history, not our ancestors, exercise this ritual not just for 15 days, 3 months long. So it shows that this is how Khmer Buddhists practice generosity and gratitude and, family gathering. So Pchum is not just a festival, but as I told you, it's an identity of a Khmer Buddhists to the world. So let me add up something. As Honorable Sienghai said, that every temples are not allowed to enter. According to the announcement, according to the regulation, but we still welcome some devotees who are, faithfully and ready to come to the temple and offer lunch to the monks. So, but within a restriction, but some devotees are coming to the temple and conduct the rituals. And at Vipassana Dura Buddhist Center, every and each traditional rituals are being practiced. In the morning, the Parabhava Sutta is recited, and breakfast is being offered, and the devotees follow the instruction, and lunch are being offered, and evening Dhamma talks and so on being conducted. So, but within the restriction. So that's all from my sister Sakon.
Thank you. I like your 3-word Khmer Identity Festival. I think is it because it's only Cambodians that celebrate this this particular festival, right? Thank you.
I think it's very good question, and some people said, "Oh, it is only Khmer festival. Why other country is Buddhist country as well? Why they don't celebrate it?" So some people got doubt, and then they don't feel like something that to be celebrated happily. So actually we should be proud because it's unique. It's unique. It's our tradition. Because people seems like if other people celebrate, we should celebrate the same way. But we forget ourselves. We have our own identity. Just what Gaspar mentioned at the moment. So it's our own identity. So we can start from ourselves, and then maybe other country can take as example. We can do it. So thank you.
Yeah. Sisters, let me add another 3 words as well. If we want to introduce just 3 words to refer to this festival. In United States of America, we people usually call it as Khmer Ancestors Day. Khmer Ancestor Days, because the day we honor and remember our ancestors, those who have devoted their life and towards Buddhism as well as the country. That's why in our temple we have brought a lot of photos of the departed ones to put in a particular space so that we all come and honor them, especially those who are children. They can come, they honor them. When they see the photos, they recall of their ancestors, of their departed ones during this ancestor day. This is what we call in the United States of America.
Maybe we can ask Sakon back. what do you understand about this festival because you live so long in US? So what do you understand?
Oh my goodness. Well, we always try to create these traditions where during the Ancestors Day, we always donate, gifts and money to my mom and dad, and every evening we go to temple, do the chanting, and so the chanting, and then we make our favorite dishes to give dana to our to the monks at the temple. So I've been visiting different temples so far. Yes.
Venerable Kusapir just I think he's watching us online, and he just sent me the messages. He said that maybe it's recommend to the admin sound not good, or speaker not good. It's not good. The sound not our sound, but the sound from that the technical admin. So Mr. Bobka can maybe how to say.
It sound like studio.
Yeah. Normal.
Okay,
I'm sorry.
Yeah, so hope she will adjust it to get quality. Yes, sisters can move on with Sister Natiman.
Oh yes, Sister Natiman. Good morning to you and welcome back. The youngest
Yes, thank you.
in our platform. So how do Cambodian people celebrate the Pchum? Could you give us a little bit more of how you?
Yes, thank you, sister, for the question. And first of all, I would like to pay my homage to the Triple Gem, the Buddha, Dhamma, and Sangha. I would like to pay my high respect to Venerable Sir Munipotao Soktivi, Venerable Thomasina Sienghai, and Venerable Kasapa Hun Kamara. And good morning, Sister Sakon from Cambodia. Yes, so related to your question, I have experience with celebrating this, and as well as most people in Cambodia, we celebrate Chimpan for 15 days. And during the first 14 days, we go to pagoda in the morning, and some people, they get up early, like 4 a.m. to go to the pagoda in order to throw the rice ball, because we believe that our ancestor who passed away can get some kind of this rice ball when we throw outside from the pagoda. But in reality, our ancestor is everywhere, but this is a special day that we accept it and we celebrate it because of our history, that our king he created this kind of celebration for people in Cambodia. So I will just talk only about the celebration here in Cambodia. In the morning, the Sangha and also the lay Buddhist people go to pagoda to respect to the triple gems and also do some chanting, and as well as the special thing is to sing Parapavasot, and that one is talking about it's like the thing that to teach people to behave, to do something good, to avoid something bad. That what the concept of this religion or this celebration. So after that, in the morning, during around 6 until before 11 o'clock, people can go to pagoda to offer foods to the monk, because this is a special day that people can do something good, like we call some charity. Actually, every day we can do it, we can do charity work, we can offer food to the monk, but because we accept this is a Chimpan day, that's why we have to do this kind of things. And also some pagoda in the evening do some Dhamma talk to teach people about history and also about what is the concept of the celebration. So people go to pagoda in the evening to listen to Dhamma talk, which is really good for them to get more knowledge and to fully understand what the celebration is about. Because it's like if we don't know what it really means and we just celebrate it, it's kind of useless until we know the meaning inside. So when we do it, we understand what we are doing and we feel more the wholesome mind and the wholesome action is increasing. So we better listen to the Dhamma talk and also use that words and teaching to practice during the Chimpan day. And also related to the Chimpan day as well, the last day of Chimpan day, which we call the last day, we Cambodian people do something that's kind of fun. We say we say send our ancestor go back, but we don't know where they are going to, but we just say send them go back. And in the Khmer we say Bandai Donta. So we create the boat from the banana tree, or some people can make from wood, and then they put some rice, put some beans, some candies, and so on, and then they burn the fuse to send the ancestor going back to their hometown. So it's kind of fun. Yes. This is what we do, and the last day is a day that we gather in pagoda to celebrate. Yes.
That to send them the ancestor back is on the last day of the Chimpan?
Yes.
In Siem Reap, right? In Siem Reap, your town, right? Oh.
Yes. Have you ever heard of that?
I don't know exactly actually, but we do it in Battambang as well. But on the last day of rainy retreat, we say Chanh Sang. Yeah, we send back. But in Siem Reap, on the last day of Chimpan, right? I don't know.
Yes.
How about TV?
No, I have never done this before, and I never seen people do it, but I have read from the scriptures. Yeah, it does have that kind of celebration, and I think it depends on where people do it. Yeah.
Yes.
I think very logical as well, logical, because they believe that on this 15th day our ancestors coming to the temple. So the last day it should send back, not very far another day on the last day of the rainy retreat. I think logical as well.
When I asked my husband about this, whether he used to hear the word Bandai Donta, like send our ancestor going back, and he said he never done that before. So I'm not sure whether it's celebrated.
I think it's very rare for today. Yeah, very rare that people still doing this. Yeah, it's very rare.
Sometimes we say that, oh, just tradition, but the tradition is our culture, is our identity. So, it's very meaningful for our nation. And happen also in our ancestors, our Donta, Siem Reap. So everything is unique, and everything is believable because the place and origin of our uncle. So thank you. Going on.
Thank you. And I think pretty much it from my side is about what how people celebrate it in Cambodia. Yeah, thank you. So if Venerable have anything to add, please.
But camera want to add some more.
Yeah, when Sienghai, you can continue with that question. Why do how do people celebrate Bon Chumban?
How?
Yeah, how?
I think we all discussed already. Not so much different because we have 15 days. So day 1 till day 14. We have to take turn can win or can ban. So we have a group of people and we go to the temple, especially in the the people call.
Why do we need to take turn to come to the temple?
Oh, right. Okay, that's good question. You know, because in temple we have many Buddhist monks, so the people in the village they have many villages, so they have to take turn because they want to do meritorious deed as well, to do kosal, to do one as well. So take turn, because if we come together many villages, so just one day is maybe not really good. So it lasts for 15 days, so people have to take turn Kanban, village by village. In my village in Kapong Thom, they not take just like 2-3 family, but they have many villages. So one village is with but one, and another village is with but two. So they take turn. That means all the villages in the community, they all together for that festival.
Like responsibility to when we manage some people to take care of, like when Ban 1 or Ban 2, Ban 3. So we have people come every day to offer lunch and support the monks. Otherwise, maybe people, they always are so busy with their work, they cannot come to the temple. But if they're responsible for each vein, for each ban, for sure they will make it support the monk. I think it's very clever idea too, right?
Right. As we know, our temple is the center of our community. So this is one part of our community. So the community have the responsibility to support and to have and to keep our tradition culture. Yeah.
And Venerable Camera, you have anything to add about why today only have only the 15 days that is celebrated? You mentioned earlier that before it is celebrated for 3 months, the whole rainy retreat of Buddhist monk, but why today remain only 15 days? Any reason behind that?
Yeah, thank you. Before answering the question, let me add this. I mean, first thing we have to understand is every, nationality has their own unique identity. I mean, to some extent, on different grounds that even what we are practicing is not that 100% right, but the culture is a part of the way of people thinking. So that is why practicing Chumpan is very important for me and for Cambodian Buddhists. And because our ancestors, they are smart, they found the way how to attract the young generation, to attract the people to practice. Because, you cannot, guide anyone by, providing or sermon him, different kinds of intellectuals, cognitions. You have to attract by using different rituals and rites. So from that point, in order to maintain this tradition in a modern world, in a very busy world, I think we have come to a good term with making decision that 15 days is enough for our devotees, because they have so much responsibility. They have to take care of the family. They have to go, to the job. Different responsibilities are being shared by our devotees. Is one, I think, this one reason, and another reason is because from my understanding, during rainy retreat, monks have to practice. if we spend our time being busy, conducting, rituals, religious activities from early morning until night, 3 months. So we don't have time to practice for ourselves. To be honest, from this point of view, this training retreat is for our spiritual cultivation, is for our spiritual development. So I can find only these two reasons. It is restricted to 15 days for the sake for the monk and for the sake for our devotees. So that's all from my understanding.
Very good.
Thank you.
Logical as well. I think you got some more reason why only 15 days.
I think the main reason because of our devotee, because devotees are the ones who come to support the monks, and as we know that everybody is very, very busy with their work, Sister Natamon can prove that how busy they are each and every day, teaching, job, family things, and and stuff. A lot of things are going on in everybody's life. So if people, the whole 3 months they keep coming to the temple, there might be a problem with that. So it depends on how people can donate their time to come to the temple. So it's not bad anyway. Even 15 days, I think it's such a I think the longest ever traditional festival that we ever have in Cambodia, and it's very unique. Like Honorable Camera was mentioning, very, very unique tradition. We cannot find this in any other tradition, in any other culture, even Thai, even Laos. They don't do it. But of course, every country has their ancestor days, but they just celebrate it in a different way from the way we do it. So, and I'm also interested about Venerable Camera talking about every country, they have their own cultural way of bringing people together to do good, to share smile, to share love, and to share what they have, just like in this occasion. But not everything we have been doing is perfectly correct according to the law of karma or the universal law. But this is just show how we Cambodian people think about the way our lifestyle and the way people think and the background of our culture, but it does not prove something to be wrong or to be right. We cannot judge it, but it just shows that how people thought during those time, and it kept continue until today, until present. If we were to judge, this tradition is wrong, this tradition is bad, it's not good, we cannot do it. We cannot give a judgment, but we want to say that it is just a tradition, a culture that has been practiced from one generation to another. And we learn that as we are younger generation, we learn from what has been happening from the past until now. This is what I want to talk.
That's very good. What about Tewi? I want to add a little bit more because you mentioned about tradition, because some people say that we are Buddhists, so maybe we should ignore or just not to celebrate too much traditional. They say like that, but sometimes we forget what the Buddha mentioned in Kalama Sutta. If we understand Kalama Sutta, the Buddha mentioned 10 kinds of things that we should not believe. But the last message of the Buddha, we should use the wisdom, and we should think that if that tradition and our activity, any mission, any tradition, anything which is reasonable and which is not harmful to others, just do it. Just do it. This is what the mention mentioned. So even it's our tradition and looks not really like what Bob said. It's not really based on cause and effect, karma, or very truth, ultimate truth, or Buddha's teaching exactly in Abhidhamma. But it is our tradition, and our tradition is really useful for that community, for that our people. So it's apply with the Buddha's teaching that he mentioned. Even it's tradition, but it's not harmful to others. Just do it. So I think this is a main important point as well that we have to
I think it depends on how smart we do ritual.
Exactly.
Any ritual is bad or good. It depends on the one who does it. If we are doing it, in an intelligent way, in a smart way, that will not cause harm, and it makes good. It is beneficial for ourselves and for society. Yeah, we can do it. So yeah, we also take the Buddha's teaching in mind whatever we do. So Venerable Kasapa, you have anything to add on to that?
Maybe Timon or
Yeah, the thing is, when it comes to dissecting the cultural value or ritual, what we have to understand is we cannot judge, we cannot criticize by witnessing, some bad people practicing it. We have to internalize that how much impact uh, our rituals have on the mindset of the people. As Venerable Sokti said, we still learners. So the way we do might be not 100% correct, but when we hear the word Pchum or Kanban, what we feel is like, okay, we have to go to our hometown, we have to respect our parents, we have to go to the temple. So kind of thoughts arise once we hear the Pchum. So that's why it's unique for me to be honest. People are very busy. They don't have time to go to their hometown to visit their grandpas, their grandma. Even they don't have time to go to the temple. But at least, 15 days being at the temple and cultivating their, spirituality is amazing, is outstanding, is remarkable for me. So, the way other people do, might be wrong, but the impact it has on the mindset, on the way people think is incredible. As Honorable Sokti said that is what I want to say to our young generation to understand that.
Yeah, it keeps sounding us, right? Yeah, it's the Natimon is add something to that. Yeah.
I would like to sum up with this one as well. I think that this kind of religion or this kind of celebration was created with a very reasonable purpose. So, based on my understanding, I have seen that it's a kind of celebration that show our unity in the nation, the unity in religion, and unity in as individual. So, as a nation, every year during Chimpan, everywhere in the country celebrate this festival. So we have flag of our religion, and also people go to pagoda, and this show that our nation respect Buddhism, and everyone here take responsibility to celebrate it. And unity of the religion is venerable monks stay in pagoda and practice the meditation, and to have some retreat and so on. And also the devotees, they go to pagoda in order to offer some food to pay homage to the triple gems. So this kind of unity as religion, and for unity as individual is everyone has the responsibility during their turn to offering food to the monk. Like in Khmer, Wayne. So Wayne means turns. Every like venerable mentioned at the moment that some today is one village, and another tomorrow is another village who gather with each other or share some money, and then they have a chef, or they just bring the food together to offer to the monk. So they take turn as a village to offer food to the monk. So this I believe that this is kind of a very unique ideas to celebrate this kind of ceremony or festival. just imagine that if our country don't have this kind of festival, so everyone's so busy. Even though we have Khmer New Year, we have Wesak Cambodia, we have Meet Cambodia, but those kind of things we celebrate to meet our family, to remind of the triple gems and so on. But this kind of celebration is the identity, like Venerable Kasapa mentioned at the moment, and based on my understanding, it's a unity. And like one word say, unity we stand. Before unity we stand. So this kind of celebration bring our Cambodian people to be united and make us united with each other to do one particular thing. It's like a group work. So when we have a group work, we have a team spirit, we can make our work success. So as well as in the country, if everyone in the country has the spirit of teamwork, then the country will be more advanced and more peaceful. Yes, thank you.
After listening to Sister Timon, I have another question for both honorables. I just moderator Paso Sivoni. So the same question, but I divide into two parts. As one part is cultural rituals, another part is Buddhist rituals. So I would like to ask Honorable Sienghai to define in terms of the Khmer cultural activities that being conducted in the Bon Kanban and Chimpan, whereas Honorable Kaspa will define what are the Buddhist rituals that are being practiced during the Bon Kanban and Chimpan. And let me just try to recall so far all the minor and main activities we have during the Bon Kanban and Chimpan. We see during this season, people pay respect, pay gratitude to their parents, grandparents, elders, seniors, and those who passed away. And they come and share food. They cook. They make the traditional cake together. In different villages, it's so happy during the season. They make nom som, nom kom, nom chiel. Very traditional and very good gathering, family gathering, relatives, right? And some even have the dancing. The whole season. They have the traditional dancing in the village, some in the temple compound. And also we have see people making food together. They bring to the temple. They observe the moral precept, meditation, doing charity to the needy, to the poor people. After the monks lunch, they also share food, bring food that remains to different, public areas for those who are in need of food. And also they make donation, budget, and money to their parents, to their relatives and friends and monks, etc. So I'm just trying to sort of, very brief. Would like to invite Honorable Sienghai to share what are some activities that is, that can be called as cultural, Khmer cultural activities, please.
Okay, thank you. I think we already mentioned every aspect of our cultural activity. So maybe I just want to add a little bit more. Like Nom and Som, Nom and Som. It is our tradition and our culture as well. They usually have like a Som Kom and a Som Chiel, Som Chiel. They never do beside this tradition. Only in Kanban and Chimpan we say Som Chiel. Maybe some people are our new generation, they don't understand Som Chiel. Theo, you know that? Som Chiel?
I only heard about Nom Chiel. Maybe Sister Second, you heard about it in USA. You never know about it.
Yeah.
What does Nom Som? Is it Chiel or Q?
Nom Chiel.
What does it look like?
Like big.
Like a tray.
Oh,
round shape.
Yes, I've seen it before, yes.
For long,
Yes. And while you add, I want to also ask you, what is your favorite dessert from Chimpan?
Okay, a lot, many. So any dessert I like it. Yeah, we see and some chill and some comb and some churuk, nom churuk, and some churuk, yeah, and some cake. So yeah, our tradition, people, bring that on some to temple. And it's funny thing for me as well when I just become a monk, a little novices, when they give me the small thumb, yeah, and then I keep it so long, how to keep it so long, just dig in the land, I mean in the soil, keep it in the soil, and sometimes I make tie it and put in the water, tie it, so because we want to keep it so long, with the plastic. So yeah, it's funny thing because if I share with other monk will come and eat together. We'll finish very soon. So I keep in the water, in the soil. It's funny, when I was a little novices. And this is our activity culture. And one thing I think is very unique as well for Cambodian people. They have the music and the song. A lot of song that encourage young generation, encourage the community of people go to temple. I can't sing now. If I can sing, I can sing some song like about own and bong, about Chimpan, go to temple together. Sometimes they make how to say Timon, maybe know a lot because about it. So there are a lot of songs, They have new song every year. Yes, that's very good. And even they have the party beside temple. They have traditional dancing. Yeah. So yeah, that's all. Thank you. I will talk more, but what about camera, please?
Okay, thank you. And so everyone know that in Buddhism there are 10 bases of meritorious actions, starting from generosity, dana, until to the strengthening one views. But to be honest, if we understand very well, during these Pchum days, 15 days, we practice everything. The generosity and we respect. So we call apachaya. We respect monks, we respect our parents, we respect elders. Then Vayavacha, we clean the temple, we clean our home. So rendering different services. So we help everyone. So it kinds of Vayavacha. So what I want to say, we practice everything. Listening to the Dhamma, we recite Parabhava Sutta. So these 15 days, I can call it a spiritual cultivation. And for those who are very busy with their own work, it's a break for them. It's I can call it a spiritual break that they can enjoy the day, and very well. So let me add to what Ramban Sienghai mentioned. For me, this is kinds of spiritual or religious combination, that how our ancestors connect or link between the tribal belief or Hinduism or any kinds of with Buddhism. Because let me say this, we cannot say that the people who build up this country or its inhabitants are totally wrong, like because they practice Hinduism, they practice different religious background. We cannot say that they are wrong. So even we practice Buddhism, but we never disrespect, we never ignore the way our ancestors practice. Like that the philosophy of Nom Som and so on, but and because there are many critics, they analyze in different way. This is from Hinduism, this is and that. Okay, I do agree with that, but the way our ancestors integrate or connect these two together and let our young generation, let us apply and practice it during this Pchum. That is how they interact the people together to do something good. So yeah, I think that's all from me. And during this day, we practice everything, starting from generosity to the strengthening our view. That's all.
Yeah.
Do you have anything to add?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, I also observe about that. We have the chance to perform meritorious deed through dana, charity, generosity with the monks, with all the people who coming, our elderly people. And on the other hand, we also have a chance to undertake the moral precept from the monks and also mental development, bhavana, meditation. And then as well as we have the chance to do the chanting, people have the chance to listen to the Dhamma talk, to the Barita recitation from the monks, and also have the chance to join in Parapavasutta chanting, which happens every morning or every evening. And as I still remember, every morning in Cambodia, every temple, they do this Parapavasutta chanting, throughout the villages, throughout the provinces, every temple doing this. And it really reminds me, even though right now I am very far away from home, but when the season of Chimpan, it always bring my heart to Cambodia, to think about what we have been through during the Bonkanban and Chimpan during the rainy season. People are still committed to come to the temple despite the fact of rainy season and the muddy, road that we've been walking around. Such a memorable memory that we have during Kanban. And like Honorable Damasena said, a lot of songs related with Chumban and Kanban. I think that they are kind of traditional and traditional spirit to remind the spirit of all Cambodia, regardless of where they stay or where they live as a Cambodian, as a Khmer people. We have our unique culture, a unique traditional festival that we always celebrate no matter where we stay, in Australia, in France, in United States of America, and so on. Everybody is aware of this Chumban and Kanban, and a lot of younger generation, they approach the temple and they keep coming and asking me about that, So I'm really happy that our younger generation get interested in doing research about the Bonkanban and Chumban. And thank you to all venerable monks for your effort to explain it in English. So far, we have not have enough information in English version to provide the knowledge to our younger Cambodian generation throughout the world. I believe even there already is some English version, but it's not enough in my idea. But some people still think, why we speaking in English? We talk about Bon Chumban is a Khmer traditional. Why you have to speak in English? For the sake of our younger Cambodian generation throughout the world. That's why we are doing this. And yesterday we already done in Khmer version. And we have a lot of, Dhamma talk in Khmer version. Besides, we don't have much in English. That's why we try our best to, impart the knowledge of Chumban and Kanban to our Cambodian people. Okay, I would like to pass this to Sister Sakon. Do you have any other question for our speakers?
I just wanted to say that I'm very appreciative to have this English version because my children would listen to it, and they have more knowledge. And then other younger generations here, especially in the United States, they couldn't read or understand Khmer. But and so even me, because I've been in the United States for a long time, and so I took a lot of classes through Dhammika Life, and I'm thankful for Bhante Saktivi for offering this online classes, especially like Bali that was taught by teacher Bovisit. Yeah, so I was able to read Bali and everything. But anyway, I'm so thankful, and I would like to ask Venerable Sienghai, well, what I want to ask everyone's their last messages. What is your last message you want to give to us before you leave this platform? That is very important for us for Chimpan.
So already the last message. I still have some more.
It's okay. Yeah, you can share whatever you still think is important to let our people know about it. Yeah.
Yes.
You can do that.
Thank you. That's good because I think we should know the main important aspect why we all do celebrate our traditional festival, that is Kanban and Pchum, and I find out 6 factors, 6 reasons. So we already discussed it, but we just have one by one. So first, number 1, to support the monks who reside in the temple. As we are Buddhists, we should support monks and do something which is we perform our meritorious ourselves as well, and also to support our Buddhism. And the second, we are Buddhists, so we understand how to perform meritorious deed. So that is opportunity that we are fellow Buddhists should perform meritorious deed. And the third, to pay our gratitude to our ancestors. So as we see that we have 15 days, so we always bring some food to the monks, and we always say bondal nhiet or bondal pride. So we have the story about B.E.C talking about pride. So this is the opportunity that our people pay gratitude to our ancestors. So this is number 3. And number 4, I think very important that this one reason is to strengthen our solidarity, as we discussed earlier, that any Cambodian people, regardless of party or any faith, even other faith. So on this occasion, they go to temple, or even they have the meeting families. So this is a great opportunity for them to have a great solidarity between family and family in even our nation. So this is number 4. And number 5, to preserve our tradition and culture. So we already discussed. And number 6, I think this festival is really important for our life, because our people really get so much education from this festival, and they understand what is wrong and what is wrong, and what is right. Like we have the unique chanting about Parapivasudha, so to remind our people about the downfall that they should avoid and do the blessing by practicing Dhamma. So I think this 6th reason, which is very crucial for people to celebrate Kanban and Pchum. So thank you.
Thank you.
Maybe other monks will have that.
Any Bhantes would like to add to that?
Yeah, I would like to say something. And
yeah, we cannot see your video, Timon. We cannot see your video.
Yes, I can see myself.
You can see yourself.
Screen.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes. So, my message to everyone who is watching right now is, because this is the celebration that related to our culture and also related to our religion. So, during these days, right, for 15 days, we should do as many good things as possible, like the 10 meritorious deeds that Venerable Kassapa mentioned at the moment. And also, we can do 3 important things, which is meditation, practice the 5 precepts, and also do the charity. So which are Dana, Sila, and Pavana. So these are the 3 important things that people should do, and at the same time should not do something like drinking alcohol or play games during these days, because we have a rare chance to have a chance to cultivate our mind and to have the spiritual cultivations. So this is a special chance for us to keep our mind in focusing on the wholesome state of mind. So we better do something good rather than drinking beer or playing games. So one more thing is before you go to pagoda, don't forget your living God who is at home. They are your parents. So before going to pagoda, respect your parents, offer food to them before you go. So no other God better than your parents. If you make your God at home happy, you will have a happy life. But if your God at home is suffer or is sad or not happy because of your action, then you don't have a blessing life. Yeah, because you create a bad karma when you have a chance to be born in this life. So that's all from me. Thank you so much.
Beautiful. Bante Hunkamara, do you have anything to add to that?
Yeah, so everyone has added very insightful information about Pchum, but I just want to support everyone's ideas that culture is a part of our life, and now it's become our blood. And as Venerable Sokchiwi, as Venerable Sienghai said, once we hear the song, once we hear the word Pchum, so it kind of it reminds us everything how Cambodia looks, how Cambodian people look like. I mean, culture. So that is why we have to preserve. And this is not just only a culture or traditional festival; it's a religious practices. We are cultivating everything during this Pchum Day, and it is for our life. So there is a philosopher, a Chinese philosopher, Confucius. He was asked that in order to maintain, the security of the country, how many factors should be included in the constitution of Chinese government. So he said the government must be strong in three ways. One is economy, second one is military forces, and the third one is spirituality. So when he was asked again, okay, among these three, when we lose the economy, what is your second important one? He said military, and he was asked again, if no economy, if no military forces, what is the most important one? He said spirituality. So how spiritual is cultivated? It is cultivated through cultural practices, through religious belief. For example, as Venerable Sienghai, Venerable Sokchiwi said, as Sister Natimon said, we cultivate everything. One thing is respect. We learn how to be grateful to our parents. Even, okay, Emery honestly said, yes, we are poor when in comparison to United States, to Europe, to Australia. But I still believe that when it comes to respecting parents, we are still not poor. I mean, in comparison to other culture. And we don't find any nursing home in Cambodia. I know that there are some maltreatment to the parents, but we have kinds of, I call it blood of spirituality, that when our parents are old, we know that how to take care of them. We don't have kind of, understanding or belief that they must be sent to the nursing home. No, even you are in United States, you still practice that in comparison with other nationalities. I think Sister Sakon and every Cambodian living in abroad acknowledge that there are some people, no, there are some bad people. So I mean, it is not something wrong with the culture. It's something wrong with the person. So what I want to say is, I want to request our young generation, please preserve this. If you have only education, if you have only money, but if you don't have compassion, if you don't have love, if you don't have respect to everyone around you, you are not a full man. You are just half. So Chimpan will make you a full person when you put everything into the practice. Cultivate it. Not only that, you have to preserve it and hand it over to the next generation for them, for the betterment of their life. So that's all from me, Sister Sakon.
Thank you. Well, it's looked like our time is up, and I would like to ask, let's just start with Sister Nataman. Would you like to give us your last message?
Yes, sister. My last message is I encourage everyone to practice this and keep preserving it, and also try to understand the concept of what Chimpan Day is and what is the real teaching during Chimpan Day. We not only throw the rice ball or not only gather during the holiday, but we need to understand the concept why we celebrate it and why our ancestor like King Ong Duong, our King Ong Duong, named Ong Duong, he created this kind of festival. So we better learn and understand it more deep to fully aware of who we are and what we should do and what we should not do during this day. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Sister. And Bante Sienghai, do you like to give us your last word, please?
Very short. In this occasion, Kanban Day and Chimpan Day, I would like to wish all of Cambodian people living in Cambodia, especially our people living abroad in USA, Australia, Canada, France, Europe, every country, because I think this is a very special show that we are talking in English. And our people ញាតិញោមខ្លះគាត់អត់ដឹងថាយើងនិយាយភាសាអង់គ្លេសនេះដើម្បីឲ្យញាតិញោមនៅក្រៅដែលមានកូនចៅគាត់ស្ដាប់អត់យល់អំពីការបញ្ជុំបិណ្ឌគាត់បានយល់ញាតិញោមមកដែលញាតិញោមសួរថាវេទិកានេះសម្រាប់វេទិកាអីគេមែនទេទៅគឺថាសម្រាប់បងប្អូនខ្មែរយើងដែលរស់នៅរាប់ម៉ឺនរាប់លានអ្នកនៅក្រៅប្រទេសដែលមានកូនចៅគាត់អត់ចេះខ្មែរគាត់ចង់ដឹងពុទ្ធសាសនាគាត់ចង់យល់ពីពុទ្ធសាសនាគេធ្វើអីនោះការបិណ្ឌជុំបិណ្ឌនោះបានយើងខំភាសាខំនិយាយឲ្យញាតិញោមទាំងអស់គ្នាបានយល់ណាជាអង់គ្លេសអញ្ចឹងញាតិញោមមកបើចិត្តឲ្យទូលាយតិចទៅគេដល់ណាដល់ណីហើយអញ្ចឹងយើងខ្មែរក៏មានអង់គ្លេសក៏មានទាំងអស់គ្នាព្រោះអញ្ចឹងជូនពរជូនជ័យសិរីសួស្តីជូនពរខ្មែរមកដល់បាទសុខបាទទីប្រានសុខសប្បាយទាំងអស់គ្នាព្រោះយើងភាសាខ្មែរមកសុខសប្បាយទាំងអស់គ្នាខ្ញុំមកតែខ្មែរក្នុងសុខតាមសុខសប្បាយទាំងអស់គ្នាព្រោះអរគុណពីរាយថ្ងៃខាង
And Bante Hun Kamara, would you like to give us your last message, please?
Yeah. Nothing in English. So yeah, thank you very much for inviting me to share knowledge to our people. And I want to say very happy Pchum Day, and by the power of all merits we have gained, wish you all a very happy happy Pchum Day. May all divine beings bless you and protect you. May there be the blessing of Triple J. So please practice together and preserve this unique culture. So thank you. That's all from me.
Thank you. And then we'd like the last message from our Dhammika Life
Yeah.
founder.
Yeah, so before I share my last message, I would like to say one thing that since I have come to live in the United States of America for about over 2 years, I observed that we have one major problem for every Cambodian temple throughout the United States of America. The problem is about how are we to bring Cambodian younger generation of Cambodian Americans to come to the temple. This has always been a big question to all Cambodian monks who reside in United States of America, and I believe even other foreign countries as well. The problem is how can we as monks bring our younger generation to come to the temple? So I think Pchum is the answer to it. I observe a lot of young people approaching the temple more and more, and they have the curiosity to know what is Pchum. A lot of questions I got asked from the people. What is Pchum and why we do it and how they do it? For what? For whom? Yeah. Is it religious or is it traditional? So these are the questions that I have always been asking, even yesterday and today, this morning at Wat Camera Program. So I'm gonna do another Dhamma talk in English as well because a lot of people are coming at the weekend on the weekend days. So yeah, around 11 o'clock after our lunch, I was asked to give the Dhamma talk in English about Chimpan again. So hopefully our lay devotees bring their children to come to the temple and listen to the Dhamma. So this, as I observe, Bon Chumban Cambodian traditional festival, Khmer traditional festival, or Khmer ancestor days, is very great answer to that question. A lot of people start coming to the temple because of this festival, because they want to know, because they see a lot of their parents, grandparents keep coming to the temple during this season. That's why they are so curious. They want to know, and so they come. So finally, I would like to wish all the people around the world, all Cambodian people around the world, and all the people, whoever, be well and happy, be blessed, and receive all the blessing of the Buddha, the Dhamma, and the Sangha. May you all be protected, and may you all be liberated from suffering. Som Anamo Teni.
Thank you. Sadhu, sadhu. Okay. Thank you, Bontes, and thank you, Sister Martiman. So, our time is, before we end our live shows, I'd like to share our merit from this Dhamma Dana with all living beings in the whole universe. May all be happy and peaceful. So once again, thank you so much for all our honorable speakers for sharing with us today. Finally, I'd like to express sincere thanks to Dhammika Life Team, founder, directors, advisors, members, admins, and technical team for providing such a wonderful support to make this program possible. Last but not least, thank you everyone for joining, following our live show as always. And now let us spend a few minutes practicing Metta Bhavana, loving kindness meditation, which will be instructed by Bhante Gaspat Hun Kamara.
Hello everyone. Let us practice loving friendliness meditation for oneself. Self-loving friendliness meditation is the first section of Metta meditation. Self-loving friendliness meditation is designed to to direct you to happily take care of yourself, to honestly forgive yourself, to truly accept yourself without conditions. Before starting, please find a very comfortable posture. Close your eyes, relax your head, your shoulders, your arms, and your entire body. Please slowly take a very deep breath 3 times. When it is done, let your breath flow as naturally as it does. Observe your breath without judgment, reactions, and criticism. Just merely observe it as the way it is while you are listening to my Pali Metta chanting. Aham Now, please create a very tender smile on your face. Visualize your happy and smiling face. You are very happy person with smiling face. Please keep smiling with honest heart, because you are going to bless yourself. Please be aware of the phrases which I am going to recite, and let yourself honestly feel the real meanings of the phrases. May I be well and happy. May I be free from hatred. May I be free from ill will. May I be free from anger. May I be free from physical and mental sufferings. May I take care of myself happily. May I take care of myself happily. of myself happily. Now, take your right hand and place it on your chest, and you can mentally repeat after me. In this home, we are family. We live under the same shelter, so we must be kind to each other, be compassionate to each other, be friendly to each other, help each other, respect one another, be happy every day, keep smiling with honest heart, be grateful, be positive, forgive even when it's really hard. Before open your eyes, please take again a very deep breath 3 times. Thank you. May you be well and happy.